Namaste. Today in this session you are going to learn all about Jalaneti and Sutraneti Kriya. In general it is called Neti Kriya. Neti Kriya is a Kriya for nasal passage cleansing. It is two types. One is Sutraneti and cleansing with your rubber catheter, and second one is actually cleansing with the pot, that is with water, so that is called Jalaneti. Remember, this has basic as well as advanced Kriya. In this video we are going to explain in detail about Jalaneti and Sutraneti so that you can practice at your home without any teacher. And in this Kriya, certain details are very important, so that is why we request you to watch this video right from beginning till end before going to practice. Come, join with us, let's practice Jalaneti and Sutraneti Kriya. Namaste. Welcome to the Jalaneti Kriya. Remember, all Kriya we have to do it early in the morning, if possible before 6 o'clock. Neti Kriya has different types. So, mainly two types, that is Sutraneti and Jalaneti. Sutraneti means doing with the catheter. So, we insert this rubber catheter, and Jalaneti means cleaning our nasal passage or respiratory tract, upper respiratory tract with the pot, water and using this pot. If you are exploring to allergies, chemicals and dust, and if you are living in a polluted area, then this is one of the very effective Kriya to overcome most of the respiratory problems like asthma, allergies, all these things. So, there are so many benefits in this Jalaneti Kriya. It can cure your snoring problems, insomnia, stress and sinusitis, cold, allergies, even most of the respiratory disorders. During that time, this is going to be one of the best Kriya. And if I count the benefits, there are several benefits. Remember, it also can treat the polyps, any outgrowth in the early stage, not in the later stage. That is also very effective, or deviation of the septum, all these things. Limitations are very few. So, if you have taken any recent surgery, then you better to avoid this Sutraneti. Or in the case of thin mucous membrane, maybe sometimes you get bleeding. So, you better to avoid this one. Only thin mucous membrane or recent surgery in the nose. And Jalaneti can be avoided if you are suffering from any ear infections, especially fungus infections. Okay, some people have this problem, pus is coming out. In this case, you better to avoid this one. Otherwise, there is no limitations. Even small, children also can do this Kriya, and it's very famous in most of the yoga cities. In most of the yoga cities, if you have any problems, upper respiratory tract problems, usually ENT specialist will suggest this Kriya. That much popular. Jalaneti has basic and advanced techniques. Depending on your capacity, you can choose what is comfortable for you. Like Dugdha Neti, Grata Neti. So, I mean, instead of water, you can also do with ghee and milk, all these things. And there is a Kriya called Utkram Jalaneti, something is there. So, that is actually we keep water in the mouth and we pass through nostrils. Here actually we pass water from one nostril to another nostril, and there is also one Kriya called keeping water in the mouth and passing the water through nostrils. Little difficult, it is all advanced part. And Sutraneti, there is advanced Sutraneti called we insert two catheter at a time, and we cleanse back of the nose. So, if you want to see this advanced part of the Kriya, I have kept some videos, you can just see it, but don't try it now, because until you don't clear this Sutraneti and Jalaneti successfully, you should not try all these things. Okay, it's little, nothing happens, causing some discomfort. Okay. So, now these are some brief details about Jalaneti and Sutraneti. So, then how to do this, that is very important. So, first is cleaning this pot and catheter. So, to clean this and to practice this kriya, you can use a special water called lukewarm saline water. So, that is same water for all kriya. We are preparing with a proper ratio of water and salt and heat. So, in generally one medium size glass, 250 ml of glass, and add 1 pinch or 2 pinch salt. Iodized salt is very helpful, or rock salt is much more better. So, one medium size glass, 2 pinch or 1 pinch iodized salt or rock salt. Then make it lukewarm. Lukewarm in the sense it is equal to your body temperature. So, that is you have to monitor it before passing water in the nose. Suppose if you keep too hot, it may burn very easily, remember. If it is too cold, it may also give some discomfort. This entire kriya is actually to keep your upper respiratory tract clean and also to prevent from certain problems, especially nasal congestion, every time blockage, and now sensitivity. Many people have the sensitivity to different weather conditions and for different allergy particles, pollens. So, keep your nose very clean. So, wherever your nose is poking, it will be very safe after this kriya. Understand now? And why we are using salt water here, that is very interesting. Salt water actually has different benefits, that. One is actually it is sucking negative energy. If anything is not working in the respiratory tract, upper respiratory tract, so this works better. And second is actually it is the best cleansing agent. You know that sometimes we clean vegetables from warm salt water also, right? So, it can clean from most of the chemicals from infections. So, that is why salt water is used. So, take pure water, prepare by adding salt and make it lukewarm equal to body temperature, that is kriya water. Okay. Once you take this, once kriya water is ready, then you have to clean the pot and catheter. So, do not use any other water to clean your pot and catheter. For example, other water means actually using detergent and soap, all these things and cleaning. It may be sensitive. It may react to this pot. Anyway, it is high quality plastic. Today everything is plastic, you know that. It is also available in the metal. So, you can, if you want, you can purchase metal pot also. That is going to be lifelong. Okay, it is available in most of the stores, medical shops. It is available. And this is actually a rubber catheter, and there is also a equipment called sutra. Actually, sutra is made from some certain thread coated with wax. That is also possible. That is not very stiff actually. Sometimes many people will struggle to do that. So, some cotton thread is actually coated with wax, that is also available to do sutra nirti, otherwise rubber catheter. If it is metal pot, you can use for lifelong. Lifelong you can use it, very durability is very longer time. This can be used around 5 years, okay, if you keep very safely. Do not expose to sunlight, all these things. So, keep in your safe place. This, after few uses, you better to change it, especially when you get cracks or when you see it is turning into grey color, then it is better to change it. And remember, this catheter has 2 openings. Can you see there? One opening, a big opening is there, and another opening is actually very small point is there. Okay, it's purposefully kept actually. Don't break it again or don't make it big hole again. Okay, just keep as it is. And this catheter, you have to keep it like this after the use, and now also you are supposed to keep like this. So, this will help you to insert it properly. Okay. If you make it coiled, it will not go properly later, remember. Okay. Very difficult to pass it. So, that is why better to keep it like this even after the kriya also. I am not going to take the pot back. Okay. So, that is for you only, remember. Okay, after using. And make sure you are not changing the pot, you are not keeping here and there, because if anyone has some issues, it may spread actually. So, keep safely, and while sneezing, be careful, because since we have corona conscious, so don't sneeze on the face. So, keep tissue paper and sneeze, that is very important part. So, this is about how to clean all these things and how to what is about this pot and catheter. This Kriya has the sequence is there. So, sequence actually 3 parts are there. 3 parts actually after cleaning the pot. In generally we do Jalaneti first. Okay, you can also do Sutraneti if you are very advanced. Otherwise, Jalaneti. When you do Jalaneti, it will moisturize. Then do Sutraneti. Sutraneti. When you do Sutraneti, it will secrete all the mucus membrane, mucus from the mucous membrane. Remember, so that is how you feel very light-headed and you feel very nice, and you may feel like first time you are breathing. That kind of feelings will come. Remember, that is a very effective Kriya. Kapha is actually heaviness. That you feel very heavy. Head is actually always feeling like some discomfort. So this is very effective to remove all the mucus and to make it very fresh. You may sleep very nicely also. After this, once again do Jalaneti. So 1, 2, 3. This is the order to do it. If you are very advanced, 1, 2, finish. So then you have to finish with a practice called special Kapalabhati. That is very important to prevent some, to avoid some discomfort, all these things. Maybe in case if you are not able to bring the water which is collected in the sinus cavities, it may give you some uneasiness. Okay. Anyway, it's salt water, whenever you bend forward, it will go out actually. But better to bring it out right after the Kriya. So for that, we have a special Kapalabhati. Is that clear now? Cleaning first, after cleaning, doing the Kriya, after doing the Kriya, finishing with the special Kapalabhati. So this sequence you have to keep in your mind and you should not forget it. So anyway, I am making a video. Whenever you forget, you can watch my YouTube video anytime and you can practice in the home, no problem. That is the reason I am making this video. Okay. So what is that Kapalabhati, special Kapalabhati? That is like this. So stand with a separated foot. Now just bend forward, and after the Kriya, this is after the Kriya, remember, after finishing the Jalaneti Sutraneti, just move your head in and up, down and up like this. Move your head like this slowly, down and up. You know that sinus cavities are there here and here, back of the nose, everywhere sinus cavities are there. When you move, say for example, if any water is there in the bottom of the pot, how you remove it out? You remove it like this and you throw it out. Like that you have to bring it out. Move, and then most of the times when you move like that, it will come out. And if you want, you can also check whether I have water or not. You can check also. Checking is very easy. Sometimes you feel very heavy feeling here, or simple way of checking is actually just move your head like this. If you move, keeping water in the bottle, and if you move your bottle, how it makes noise, like that, gola 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 sound will come. If gola gola sound is there, means some water is there. So you need to do this Kriya properly. Okay. So move, then finish. Next, to your left nostril. Okay. So turn to right side and then move front and back like this. See, can you see now how I am moving? Move front and back and drop. You should not miss this skill, remember. Few times. Then close your upper nostril, same Kapalabhati. Left. Same thing on the right. So bend forward, turn your face, move front and back several times and drop down. Then close your upper nostril, remember, not like this, upper, around 60. Once you finish, front side, I mean both nostril, right and left, once again do both. Move and so these are 4 steps. So this special Kapalabhati has 4 steps, right? These 4 steps has to be done successfully, properly, so then it will ensure that all the water will come out. In case if you are not able to do this Kapalabhati, at least move your head, swing your head and stay in the Shashankasana, rabbit pose. So most of the times water will come out. Okay, this is very important. You have to ensure it before finishing your kriya. Otherwise, you may feel some uneasiness and discomfort, all these things. Okay. So remember, most of the people actually they don't do Jalaneti properly or Sutaneti properly. That is why they don't feel nice feeling or they feel some discomfort. If you do it very properly and you feel amazing, remember, I have taken feedback from many students in my training. Most of the students they said actually, they said actually, I am breathing first time. You know, they are telling like they are breathing first time after this kriya. So that kind of freshness will come in the kriya. Okay. So what else? Nothing. So all the details I have explained now. Now I am going to show you how to do Chalaneti, how to do Sutaneti. Okay. For that, water. So don't touch that bucket and mug, all these things. Teacher will give you water. Okay. So because we want to maintain some hygiene, that's why. Okay. So very important actually lukewarm. Okay. So how mother is testing the tub water, like that you have to test. Otherwise, you need not to do this kriya in future. Remember. Okay. Your nose will melt completely. All virus also will die. Okay. This is one of the very effective kriya since COVID is going on here and there, because it cleanses completely, remember, and also it improves immunity, resistance. Okay. So highest, the pot and catheter sold actually in this pandemic time, and also this kriya become very popular because of corona. So that is why don't forget to do this regularly. Regularly means actually if you are a healthy person, you should do it only once in the week, weekly one time, that is it, not every day, if you are very healthy. So that is enough. In case if you are suffering from any dust allergy, whenever dust allergy triggers, you can do it, or any respiratory problems or sinus problems, all these things, you can do it weekly 2 times, 3 times, no problem. Okay. That is the frequency to do it. Otherwise, healthy person once in a week. First clean the catheter and pot. So in case if any dust, it will come out. Remember, make sure while cleaning the catheter, don't drop the catheter to the tub. It has long history, remember, more than 2000 students, their bacteria is there. So anyway, we are cleaning frequently, but still. So then pass some water to the opening and that will cleanse. Okay. So this is also becoming soft when you pass this water, okay, when you soak it in the salt water. So now I am going to show you Jalaneti. Yes. See, it has some cavity here, middle finger and thumb and index finger. This is the way you have to hold it. Okay. So then straight, you can bend forward, and then turn your face. Okay. So then what you have to do is you have to insert. While inserting, very important actually, you should insert completely properly. See, this is proper way of inserting. Can you see now? See now, and it is in line with your nostril. Is that clear now? The nozzle must be in line with your nostril. It should not be partially inserted like this. What happens in this case? Water will return in the same nostril. Or some people, they insert like this. It is not in line with nostril. In these cases, what happens? Suppose if it is not in line with nostril, this septum will block the opening, the mouth of the nozzle. Okay. So, it should be in line with your nostril like this. Some people they insert entire pot into the nose, that is also there, remember. So, this should cover, that is it, this should cover like this, see now, that is it. So, this is the correct way of inserting into your nostril, and make sure your nozzle of the pot is in line with the nostril of your nose. Then water is not coming now, why? Because this is down, hand is up. So, before switching to, before lifting your pot and tilting your head, switch your breathing to the mouth. So, this is very important step here for the Jalaneti. If you are not good in the pranayama practice, and if you are breathing, if you are confused with breathing, then there is a chance of water coming in the mouth or nostrils, in the ear, everything may happen actually. Water is not coming in the ear, but I am telling you, everywhere water will come. So, that is a very important. Before tilting, open your mouth and switch your breathing to the mouth. See here. Now, fix your breath from the mouth only, and now slowly tilt. Automatically water will go from one nostril to another nostrils. Continue to breathe from the mouth. See here. First time when water is going here in the cavity, little burning sensation may come. You need not to scare, okay? Bear it. It is not delivery pain, remember, okay? So, it is not that much severe. So, one time right to left, then left to right evenly. This catheter also same thing, right, left evenly. But in case if you are not able to do both side, at least do it one side. That memory will be there with you lifelong. You can do it anytime in the future. Okay. So, here make sure nozzle is in line with nostril, and now switch breathing to mouth. Continue to breathe from mouth and tilt your head slightly like this. Tissue. After this kriya, right and left, do not blow, okay? It may become sensitive, okay? It may become sensitive, so that do not blow it. Once right, once left. Makeup is okay, right? Let me continue again. Yes. So, now we are going to do, after this right and left kriya, also Jalaneti, we are going to practice Sutraneti. So, now for Sutraneti, check which nostril is open, that nostril you can try first. Okay. But many people they struggle, the reason is actually here may be very narrow or may be very sensitive. As soon as when you insert even for 2 inches, as soon as you insert 2 inches, if it is very sensitive, you sneeze continuously, and if it is very narrow, it causes a pinching pain. Okay. So, you need not to drill it, remember. So, if you drill it forcefully, bleeding may come. Try to avoid forcing too much. Little is okay, but do not force too much. While inserting catheter through nostril, you can breathe through nostril, no problem. So, best is actually from the top edge, insert from the top edge and keep inserting continuously. See, when you keep inserting, it will go to your throat. So, around half of the catheter, remember, is a proper length between your nose and throat. Not inserting entire catheter and then finding, remember, that will reach your esophagus. Understand now? That is why you have to keep in mind around half catheter. Some people they insert half catheter, Pratik. So around half catheter, after half catheter, you can try to check whether it is there or not in the in the throat. Some people actually they insert, but it is not going to throat, it's coiling here. In such cases, you feel half catheter is done, but nothing is there here. So when you pull it out, it will uncoil and come out. So that will give you a hint that it didn't reach here, it just coiled here. Okay. So no problem, try once again, that's it. If it is going here, it will go very easily, and once it reaches here, don't try to taste, don't try to swallow. Some people have this bad habit. Whatever going to mouth, they suck, they want to taste it. So if you do that, you get choking sensation, remember. So keep as it is. If saliva comes, spit out. Don't try to taste, like don't do that. So that is the tricks. Once it reaches, then use your index and middle finger, open your mouth as big as possible, pulling the tongue out, remember, like this, as big as possible. Then insert and catch and hold like this, catch and hold like this, and pull it out. Biggest difficulty is actually not inserting, pulling out, because you have some sensitivity in the throat. Whenever you insert your fingers, you omit, choking sensation, you choke, it chokes too much. So that is why if you have this issue, if you are able to pass up to here, you are 80% successful. What you can do is daily during brush time, take some salt and clean your tongue like this. Then automatically it minimizes, then you can catch very easily. Or another tricks you can use it, if it is in the throat, you can ask the teacher will check and tell you, and if it is in the throat, then what you can do is slowly insert your fingers by cheating the sensitive part. So don't immediately insert, because it pukes, you will puke very easily. So slowly suck your fingers, slowly go and catch and bring it out. That's an easy way to bring it out. Or you can also use another tricks. If it is in the throat, just blow out, just throw out with exhalation, like then catch it. So I'm giving all the ideas, remember, at any cost you have to drill your nose today. You have to make sure hole is there ear to ear. Remember, it's not only for me, every nose has 2 holes, remember. Okay. So that you have to ensure it. When these 2 holes are there, that means your sun and moon nadi is properly maintained without any hindrance, without any obstacles. So that it's going to be easy for your Hatha Yoga. That's why it's a Hatha Yoga Kriya, and it's easy for Pranayama, right? Otherwise, one nostril is always giving trouble. So now, let me try it. First, you have to pass the closed end only, remember, closed end, okay, very important, closed end only you have to pass it. So hold like this, is a mudra called Vyana mudra, hold like this and insert, and while inserting, if you are sneezing, so it's a good sign that you are logging in properly. So hold as it is and sneeze, no problem, but don't remove it out. Okay, that's a good sign. Remember, if you are sneezing, automatically mucus will secrete and it will slip very easily. Remember, so that is why you don't remove it, don't scare it if you are sneezing. So insert like this, and if you are really advanced student, you will able to meditate on the tip of the catheter on this camera, like endoscopy. It will tell you where it is. Okay, I'm trying this one now. See how I am inserting. I am breathing through nose. It's asking password to log in, 2 digit. Okay. So now easy. I know where it is. Paramananda. See how my tear gland stimulated, mucus gland. This much simple, remember, very simple. Okay. Suppose if I have done this kriya like then even nobody. So that is why I am telling you, when you do it regularly, you will be able to guarantee that how it is going, where it is going, how to bring it out. If you show it like that, nobody will do it, right? So this is end of the kriya.